Touchdown. Touchdown. Touchdown.
Hey guys, thank you for joining us again on another episode of Music and Marriage. My name is Nikita. I am your host, and this is my co-host.
I'm like Red Square, you don't know. Cheers to life. Cheers to another episode. Give thanks for joining us.
Yes, thank you for joining us wherever you are in the world. We give thanks for your support and thank you for your viewing. So what's going on? How you doing?
Yeah, everything cool, right now. Me in the Olympic fever.
Oh, jeez.
You know what I mean? So I just want to say congratulations to all of the winners them so far.
Yeah, 1, 2, 3.
Yeah.
Shout out to y'all.
All of the
Shelly
people who
Fraser
medal,
Price,
all Jamaicans.
Elaine Thompson and Shakira Jackson.
Shakira Jackson.
Yes, and big up Tapper. Yeah, Megan.
Megan Tapper,
Big up yourself, yeah.
Yeah. Like a live wire,
Yeah.
Yeah, man. We really appreciate it. I just want to say that because, sometimes it seems like we as fans, we don't really care about the fact that you go out there, go put out your best, and even if sometimes you put out your best and it still not manifests into a medal, it feels like we're ungrateful and we are cussed and whatever. And sometimes it gets the best of us because we're fans.
Don't say it feels like, that's what it is for the most part.
It get the best of us sometimes because we're fans. But at the same time, you have to be level-headed enough and to understand that these are athletes that put their all into training and everything, and they go out there to perform for the country. And no matter what the finish is, the end result is, we still have to be thankful that they,
and proud of them,
proud.
Support them still, still show them that love as if they came home with the gold medal.
Exactly.
No matter if they came in first, second, last, it don't matter. They gave that, their all with running during practice, during trials, all of these competitions that they have to go through. It's rigorous training that they have to go through, intense training on their bodies on a daily basis to be able to perform the way that they are on the track. So, we have to definitely give the athletes their just due. And, what I'm saying? Big them up while they're here and while they're doing the damn thing. You know what I'm saying? Jamaica, big up yourself on all the medals that you guys have received so far. All the athletes, the shot put, the 400 meters, the men. Just big up all of the athletes.
Even though
all around. The man disappointed.
I'm very disappointed with the men.
But,
but
don't be one of those that you would just talk about.
But understand, like I said, I got, you have to understand that, them
you win
put
some,
out,
you lose some.
Yeah. Basically,
not
simply
every day
put.
you're going to come home and win, and Shelly was a prime example of that. And she showed good sportsmanship with her statement that she put out. Like, it doesn't matter whether I'm first, second, or third. Like, as long as we did that sweep and we did it for Jamaica, like, it should be no, I'm not happy for you, or I'm with this one, or, it should be no division.
Yeah. So, most definitely.
Yeah.
So I really want to take the time out. That's what I want to say. First and foremost, big up all of the Jamaicans them were out there. I put out the effort. We here at Music and Marriage Podcast truly appreciate it. You know what I mean? Secondly, there's this thing in the news, right? A 19-year-old girl out there in Clarendon, right? A Rastafarian girl was locked up by the police. Seen and during the time that she was locked up, a female police officer proceeded to cut her locks, right? And according to the girl, the female officer told her that the reason why she cut it is because it can be a danger to her or other inmates. They might use her locks to hang themselves, or she might use her locks to hang herself.
Oh, that's a new one.
It's very disparaging to hear what going on in the country right now in terms of, just the premise on which she was arrested was based upon, according to her right to voice her opinion about a situation that happened. She was in a car, a taxi. And apparently the policeman that stopped the taxi pepper sprayed everybody in the car, and he was really trying to apprehend just one person in the taxi. And she voiced her displeasure, towards the policeman. Why would he spray pepper spray on everybody or inside the car when he's just trying to apprehend one person? And because she voiced her displeasure about that, she was arrested. And then, subsequently after being arrested, them trim her. It's very disheartening to see what's going on in the country right now with UNO police officers. Some are UNO cause not every police officer is bad. And me are telling you, UNO judgment, nah go pretty. Nah go pretty. Remember me telling you that. See? People continue to defend their rights. There are these laws on the books in the Constitution, especially the law that talks about indecent language. You cannot use indecent language in public. And I mean, think about it. What is it? What is that law really saying? You can't cuss in a public. Like, are we children?
Yeah. Daddy, and you said I forgot my 9 o'clock. So yeah, duh. It is really disturbing that in 2021 that we are still dealing with things like this. Police officer trim rasta. You understand what I say? For me, it's just a disrespect. I'm sure they didn't trim no one else because nobody else had long hair, I'm assuming. I hope there was no 30 inches hanging down long Malaysian flowing, because that can definitely hurt somebody, It's a very deadly weapon.
I don't know, man.
But police in Jamaica, I don't really know what to say about them, because, as you said, there are some good officers of the law.
Of course.
However, to me, it seems as if they're more bad than good when it comes to Jamaica police, JDF or whatever it calls. JCF. The whole police system, I think the police get things misconstrued sometimes and not remember that they are here to serve and protect the people.
The culture within the police force.
Yeah. And it's not even just Jamaica alone. It's worldwide thing that we see where police officers don't understand or seem to not grasp that they're here to protect and serve the citizens.
People. Yeah.
You're here to protect, not harm, not kill, not trim, not violate human rights, not any of those. You're here to protect.
Yeah.
So if you see a situation happening and you know it's not the right thing that needs to be done as an officer, and you see certain things happening around you, don't you think that as someone that's supposed to be upholding the law, wouldn't you speak out against something when it's wrong?
Most definitely.
So I'm sure there were other officers there, and no one said anything about this situation.
It's crazy, man. It's crazy.
Like the law enforcement in Jamaica on so many
human
levels.
Human rights abuse. I mean, let me just say that the police high command came out with a statement, basically saying that in the usual statement, we're going to investigate, and if any wrongdoing is found, then we're gonna persecute.
Ain't nothing going to
happen. And I think it went on to say that we're not tolerating that type of behavior in this day and age in the police force. So I mean, let's see where it goes. But really and truly, something needs to be done. The culture needs to change. Officers need to start seeing people as people.
As another
you
civilian.
We are not your picnic.
We ain't the ops.
Yeah.
We ain't the ops.
We are not your kids, man.
Yeah. You see police are drape up big man and big woman like, come on, where's
hey
the respect level?
Little
girl and dirty girl and them thing. Like, you can't address somebody and you want to disrespect me, but you expect me to give you respect? Nah, playboy, don't work like that where I'm from. Disrespect for disrespect. It is what it is. Because if you're supposed to be here protecting and serving me and making sure that I'm okay within the society that I'm living in against the bad guys, but all in truth and actuality, you guys are playing that role. You are the bad guys.
Badness as well.
Exactly.
So we are fight badness, yes, and we are fight badness, yes.
Exactly. But all I know, the funny thing, I see one video the other day about I guess someone had a party on their property. I think it's somewhere in the country, and police officers came to the party to I guess turn the party off. But the patrons were saying that the party was within the time frame of the curfew and all that. Because remember that time we had 11 o'clock.
Right.
So the lady was saying, we're within the time frame. We're on private property, so I'm not sure what the harassment is for. I guess another gentleman decided that he wanted to open his mouth and say something. When I tell you, said the way all the police look upon the man, look like him take him soul right then and there on that camera, without even moving. The way all him look upon the man.
Yeah.
If looks could have killed, that man would have been dead 10 times over. He would have been like a post 9 lives, okay? Like, he would have been gone. The way all the police, and I'm looking at it like, I can't imagine if this police buck this man out a road just because he's standing up and defending their rights. And they're going against the people them, and the way how the man look upon the man like, him ready for just take off him head right there. So like him I say, if the camera never there, me da bust 3 in the head one time and done. That's the look he gave him. And I'm like, that's the police. You're supposed to be here to say, okay, anyone in harm, anyone need anything, all right, you guys make sure you stay within the curfew guidelines, make sure everyone has their mask on, sanitizing, whatever it is that you need, the protocols, as long as they're doing it within the time frame of the curfew and they're on the private property. And once the amount of people that they're supposed to have there, the lady said they were in restrictions on all levels. Everything was straight. And the man said the way the man looked on him like, But the police in Jamaica is definitely, at least police all over, but all the ones in Jamaica.
But we are dealing with Jamaica.
Exactly,
Jamaica
because
of
right
Jamaica
now. With it, exactly.
And I tell you, man, the culture, the culture in the force.
And your oldness, you can't tell the youths them to stop the badness, and you have your officers them a push badness. It no work.
Lock up people for freedom of speech.
It no work, so you can't do them things because that no work. So you're gonna create more tyrants, more crazy people, more bad man. Then you're trying to, you know what I'm saying? Like you're not gonna be able to control it by the time you're done.
You're gonna end up with some kind of revolution, some kind of vibe, some kind of.
It's
serious tension arising in the country. You can feel it, and it's like the government now see
because everyone is focused on.
It's like
COVID.
They don't care. Yeah,
COVID is the biggest criminal around town.
It's like they don't care, man. And
because I know crime is killing way more than COVID, and crime has killed way more than COVID in Jamaica. Jamaica have 1,200 deaths right now, I think, if we're that much. Because I think it's like 1,190 something, almost 1,200.
I didn't see the stats, but
I think it's almost 1,200 deaths.
Well.
And I mean, that's not a lot compared to.
What do you mean? That's in terms of for COVID?
Yeah.
Okay, I thought you were talking about crime.
No, COVID, no.
Okay.
COVID, that's nothing compared to crime in Jamaica. For the past 2-3 years, it probably can't add up to almost that.
Trust me, man. It's.
And they're not worried about fighting crime; they're worried about fighting COVID.
You can't lock up the citizens for the freedom of speech. And they're going to tell me
if you take
police officers really need to change the culture of how we now deal with the citizens.
Communicate with people.
Things are going to get dread. Things are going to get dread. Trust me. Paul Bogle them, Sam Sharp them. Want to remember them? Them man, they lay down them life on the line. Them man, they never care. Them man, they did willing to lose for them own, and they did for freedom. Seeing Emancipation Day just passed. Think about what you want to do. You want to see another revolution, boy? Think about what you want to do. Prime Minister, all the way down. Think about it. Seeing?
That's fact.
Yeah. So we just want to address that. Yeah. We kind of did want to get that off of my chest because I tell you it's been, tearing at me.
And then with the situation with the girl getting her hair
just kind of just amplify it even more,
Listen.
For real.
I don't know, like Jamaican system is just different. Just different. After all, they endorse tourism and they use Bob Marley face, they use the Rasta culture, they use the Rasta lifestyle as tourism, like as a, how would you say it?
Yeah, basically as
advertisement, as a tool for, come to Jamaica. It's a wonderful place with Irie, man,
But Mike Ashamaya said something to me. on Instagram. Seeing? And he's not wrong. He's basically the communication, the message was when something like this, it was like he was saying that Rasta has become a part of society. And because we have become a part of society, you know, we are being subjected to the things that society is usually subjected to. More readily subjected to. But I agree with him to a point. Because at the end of the day, Rastafari culture have to evolve one way or another. Seeing? And at the same time, the treatment where Rasta did get when we were more secluded or withdrawn from society was even worse. Terrible. More even, was even more terrible than where we are received now today. I mean, it's the same, but it kind of more tempered.
Diluted, it's not so harsh.
So, we kind of agree with him in a sense still. But that is another discussion where, maybe if Micah willing to come on the podcast and talk with me, it would be nice, you know what I mean? Kemisha, hint. Make it happen, you know what I mean? But, yeah, I feel like, the government just need to pay attention to what them are doing. Do the right thing, you know what I mean? Do the right thing.
Do the right thing when you got, a little hand slide and a little change in your pocket.
Yeah, just do the right thing.
That's keeping you cushion, you know what I'm saying?
Do the right thing.
It's kind of hard.
We are begging you, do the right thing, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, yeah, today, topic. What's going on in that pretty little head of yours? What you want to talk about today?
Today's topic.
Music and marriage vibes.
Yeah, after all of that, we're going to really get into a topic because that was kind of like a pre-topic. But topic of the day, do you think it's okay to return gifts after a breakup?
Return gifts.
That's a bit scary that you're paused for so long.
Return gifts. What kind of gifts?
Like anything that a man buy you, like if you buy her jewelry, whatever, clothing, a car, whatever, it doesn't really matter.
No. You get a gift. The gift was during a time when things is good, so why you take it back when things bad?
Okay, so I guess it's not time to take it back.
Why? But what?
No, there are men out there like that. The reason why I asked that question because there was a situation that I saw on social media recently. Two rappers broke up, and he gifted her a car, and after the breakup, he took the car back.
Okay.
And is trying to sell the car now, like resale.
Okay.
So it's kind of like, it's not like say you don't have the money. You have the money to skip past and just be like, all right, surely you can hold that and keep it pushing.
Yeah. So what you try to say? If you never have the money, you could understand. If
no,
I
can't understand. No. Take back where?
So I not understand when you say.
No, but
it's not like you don't have the money.
I'm just saying it's not like him not have the money. Can't leave it alone and make sure all right and go on with it.
But if you never have the money, could I take it back?
No, all if you have the money, yes, I know you can't take it back. Like you not get back nothing where you give me. You mad? Me can't take back the sex of me give. No, I can't.
So, you feel equate. Or you feel equate
because some women sell sex.
So you sell sex? You say some women.
No, I don't. Do I sell?
Yeah.
sex?
So what is your premise? Not some women. Talk about you personally.
No, you can't take back the gift for you give me.
So you think that sex is equal to the things and what you get from me?
No, but I'm just saying because some men equate that and say, okay, well I buy her things and I do this for her, so she's obligated to give me sex. Most men are like that. That's the thought process for most men. So if that's his thought process, then I mean, where you think it's gonna lead? It's either you with it or you're not. But for me
kind of sticky because
me personally, like me and you can't left and you come to me and say, hey, can I have the jewelry the bracelet I bought you, and can I have back them shoes, them Versace slippers I bought you? So like, no. Take back where? And then what you gonna do with it? Because some men, like I've heard of situations where a man is engaged to this woman and then the engagement falls off, he take back the ring and then propose to another woman with the same exact ring?
An engagement ring. You see, that's why certain things, all right, you know, when you put on the importance on a ring, right? The
But that
importance,
ring is
the
important.
importance and the sacredness where you put on a ring.
Mm-hmm.
You might not put that on anything else. So it's like
A gift is a gift. It doesn't matter what it is, no matter how
the ring
how
is
much
not
it costs.
necessarily a gift,
It,
but it's more like a, you know,
it's partially a gift.
you know,
It's like a gift to show my love and my gratitude, to let you know I want to spend the rest of my life with you. It's a gift. It's a lifetime gift. So for me and you to break up and you to say, well, you know, say, like how we left now, and you know,
I'm gonna need back the ring.
me gonna need back what when I don't wait you up, yo. When I don't wait you up, need back what?
What do you mean? And the
From
man gonna need
who?
back him ring.
Okay, I give you a ring, one around your
Alright,
eye.
me wouldn't do it, but would I understand if a
How
next
could you
man do it.
understand that? How?
Because
what?
the reason me would understand it is that what the ring signifies, and usually a man go out time way for find this thing that represents his feelings then towards you, as you so rightly put.
That's bullshit.
Right?
Because that's
And
bullshit.
and if
But
me,
okay.
if me buy a ring that represents how I feel,
That's how you're saying in your, not
yes,
men in general. This
yes,
is your
me I
feeling.
say in general, not me, because as I said personally, me not take back nothing. But me I say me I think then it how a person like that would be thinking to himself.
Okay.
If me buy this ring and as a token of how I feel about you, right? That mean it's not just a regular gift, and
How so?
and because it signifies our union together.
Everything that you give me should signify something: love, appreciation,
Yeah, but the
whatever it
ring
is.
in Christian term or marriage terms, the ring signifies the union between me and you. Yes.
Okay.
And a me buy it.
Okay.
Right? That's how a man would not think. A man would do something like that. And if a me buy the ring and me ain't there no more,
Yeah, but you
me go
bought
want back the ring.
you bought me the ring to show me your love for me.
Yeah, no more love no there. So me
So
go
what
want
you
back the
gonna
ring.
do with the ring?
Take it back and go upon it and get back the
No,
money.
so matter of fact, I might as well me go upon it and get the money. For all of the heartache and the stress and the pain that I had to endure during the relationship.
But if-
yeah, I
alright.
need some compensation.
And if him a go take back the ring, then him a go give you back fee ring. The ring where you buy.
Yeah, and then when you give my mama go upon the two of them.
No man, give back for give back.
No, brother, it no work so. It no work so. If you decide that you want to give me back your ring, I will take it back, but you're not getting my one back.
No man, I give back for give
So hold
back.
on there. You think say
Would I understand if somebody do something like that? I would understand.
me not see it.
I would understand.
Me not see it. That's one thing me not like. Mr. Take it back. Like you know.
No, all right. Listen to me. You can't. You heard me now. You see, you can't use certain cultural jargons and stir my brain. But Mr. Take it back and
Is
them
that
thing
Mr.
really
Take
make
it- but
them
yes,
thing
but you
no
would
jerk
be
me
a
in
Mr.
no way, shape or
Okay,
form.
but you would be
Me I
Mr. Take it back
think-
if you do
me
it.
I think
though.
about. Me I think practically. Me I think logically. Me I think also from an emotional point of view. You understand what I say? Me I think in every way me can, in every aspect about the situation. Me not think about what you call me and what me gonna look like and nothing like that. Me I think about me and my feelings. And if I me buy you this ring, and me need it back because me done, me need it back. And me I
Okay.
bring what you buy, give me. Me I bring it come give you. And me I exchange back
I
ring.
need all of my time that I wasted.
You can't get
I need
back
all
time.
Okay, so you can't get back the
But
ring.
you can get back a
No,
ring.
you can't.
The ring there, sir.
Okay. Come get it.
The ring physical.
Come get
the
it.
time not physical.
Come get it.
You can't get back the time.
Okay. You'll figure it
You
out.
understand what I say?
Okay.
If it's something like a car or something like that, I can't understand that. Because you buy a woman a vehicle for she move around or whatever the case may be. You buy
But
it
it's
for.
the same thing. You bought the ring for me to show your
No,
love. So if
the
you
ring-
bought
the
something
ring is
for
something
me,
you
but you
can't
bought it
equate.
for,
So
but
you
you
equate
bought
them-
it for
All right,
me.
so let me ask you a question. Let me ask you a
But you
question.
bought it for me, so I should be able to determine what I want to
Let
do
me ask
with
you a
it.
question. So if me buy a ring and say this is the wedding gift, we now if me buy a car and say this is this way I used to get married, we not use no ring, we use car. You that take that? I either want a ring.
It depends. If that's what we say we're sticking to and we both agree to it, then I'm cool with that.
Okay.
But you're not gonna tell me say, okay, well, me I gotta
You
get
think
this way.
most women are say I got have that answer there?
I mean, every woman is different. For me personally, like,
Never,
I'm not.
all right, not you personally. You think most women are gonna have the answer there? Or most women are gonna say, no, hell no, I want my ring.
Most women are gonna say them probably want the care.
Them want to care over the ring.
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, a lot of women don't
Kita
wear
me
their ring.
that at the me not think me not agree with that. Me not sure about that. That answer them me not too sure about.
Okay.
Me think most women are gonna want the ring.
We can ask the viewers.
Because ring and marriage go hand in hand. And every woman want a ring for go show off. You understand what I say?
And every woman want a nice car to drive in as well. And which one you gonna see more, the car or the ring? They gonna see the car.
The ring.
They gonna see the car.
Hand in hand. The ring and the car go hand in hand because you're not going nowhere without the ring.
No, for
you got on the rings. You got on the ring.
Not necessarily, because look at me the other day. Like, my ring was getting a little bit small for me, and my hand started to swell up and all of that. I didn't have on my ring for a while.
Okay.
So, but if you gave me a car, I'm gonna be driving the car all the time, right?
No.
Unless it's damaged or something is wrong with it, and it must be fixed. So, once that is said, the car is gonna be more important to some women. Yeah. Some women don't even see the significance of a ring. Some women don't even like to wear their wedding ring. Some men don't even wear their damn wedding ring.
Okay.
So I don't think
that's an argument. I mean, that don't make sense to me. But all right.
No, I mean, like me personally,
people are gonna look on it and say you're more materialistic for taking a car than taking a ring when it comes to marriage.
For me personally, like, a ring is a nice gesture, a ring is a nice gift, as you said, but a ring does not symbolize marriage.
Okay.
It's
good to know
a ring
that
and a
personally.
Paper. Yeah, but I need an upgrade still. Which is my personally.
It's good to know that personally. So that means that if I now wear my ring for one reason or another, you're not upset about it because a ring doesn't really signify.
I'm not. Okay, whatever you want to take it as.
No, I'm just saying.
Listen,
just based upon the logic of what you say. Based upon the logic of what you're saying.
Playboy, if you want to do that,
see, they know.
If you want to go down that road,
that's
your problem, okay?
So basically now, based upon the reaction now, it's safe for me to say that a woman I got to take the ring, right? And if me come and want back my ring, I want it back.
Okay.
I want it back.
How you gonna get it?
You gonna take it off of your hand.
Okay.
Whether dead or alive.
Oh, okay. Okay. All right now, Playboy. You sound like a cowboy in here. Somebody dead or alive. Better get your ass on with that. Listen to me. As I said, once you give me this, it's mine. Me no business what you want to say. Me no business what we'll go through. I don't care about none of that. It's my ring because you gave it to me. If you said to me, okay, this ring is temporary, and if we're supposed to break up, I'm gonna need the ring back, and I agree to it, that's a different story. But you can't come give me come talk what you want it back, come here left. Master, when you ways here, man.
Ah, yeah.
Tell if a pack up and come go. It not work. It not gonna work. Like, you can't get me to give back nothing. I don't care what it is. You're not getting back nothing at all. If me don't want it, I donate to the charity. If my fee said charity too good for it, or charity don't want the crosses, I'll just throw it in the garbage.
I mean, me understand.
But outside of that,
but at the same time, me understand a man where would I want back him ring.
No, I can't understand a man who will want it back. Like, for me personally, men is supposed to have pride. Men are supposed to have pride.
Me not think that have none for
and
pride.
I think it does have something to do with pride. You show lack of pride and lack of, like, respect for yourself as a man. Class. Yeah, all right, class.
I don't have nothing to do with pride.
You're not a pride if you ask back a woman for things where you don't care. You're not a pride.
What you mean?
You're not nothing about you. You don't have nothing about you. You don't have nothing about you. If you as a big man, I go look on a woman and say, I want back the things I want me give you. You want a box. 5 fingers. 5 friends.
I agree. But at the same time, other persons out there might not see it that way. And if it's something personal and specific like a ring, I would see with that person. I would understand.
Okay.
If that person would want back.
You ask me back for this because you would not get back a thing.
I wouldn't. Definitely not. That is yours forever. You can keep that.
You're not facts.
That's yours.
What them say, man, I ask Christ.
That's all you.
Mano.
That's all you.
Mano.
I would never.
Like, I could never be with a man. Like, I could never look at you as a man. I could never look at you as like my king or anything of such. Like, even if we're supposed to, you take it back and then suppose we get back together. You can't come look for me and talk, but you want to get married again and you want to give me nothing again.
We couldn't get back together. That me would understand that. We definitely couldn't get back together after something like that.
Me couldn't there.
I wouldn't even expect you to look back my way. After
But some men would do that.
As a man, we take back the ring.
Some men would do that.
And maybe some women would go back too.
Yeah, enough women I eat that still. So I mean, yeah, it is what it is. Truths we attack.
Truths and rights, you know.
Yeah, I mean,
but,
some women I eat it. So
I say, God, natural vibes.
Yeah, it is what it is. But me personally, I couldn't do with a man who take back nothing from me. Once you start take back, you can go. Once you even ask me back, once you even give me some money, I say you're gonna need back the money. Like, brother, you have to go on. You can't ask me back for nothing. You can't tell me you need me for pay you back money. You can't ask me for what? You mad?
Oh, yeah.
And I'm in a relationship with you? That's not a relationship.
I agree.
But anyways, let us know what you think about this episode.
Yeah.
Please, if you haven't already, please make sure you go over to our YouTube channel. Hear me say our, but yeah, it's his YouTube channel, but it's ours.
What is mine
our
is yours,
YouTube channel.
and what is yours is ours.
No, that's not how it goes. What's mine is mine, and what's yours is ours. That's how it goes.
What's mine is mine, and what's yours is ours.
No. What's mine is mine.
Right, what's mine is mine.
No. You're saying it wrong. You're not. Listen.
What's mine?
Listen keenly. What's mine? Nikita. No. Not you.
Call name now.
Not you.
That's something different.
What is Nikita's is Nikita's, and what is Amlak's is ours. You get it? I say it. Make sure you guys go and subscribe to our YouTube channel. Amlak Red Square Official, AMLAKREDSQUARE Official, space official.
Yeah.
If you're streaming through a streaming site, Apple Podcasts, iHeartRadio, Google Podcasts, Spotify, Anchor FM, make sure you go over to our YouTube and subscribe. If you're watching on YouTube, make sure you go over to the streaming platforms and check us out. We're available on all streaming platforms that podcasts are available.
Yes.
We thank you so much for your viewership. We thank you so much for your support.
Big up to the people in Germany where stream the podcast.
Yes.
We love you.
All over.
But
like, yeah, we should definitely put up like the list of the countries that we are in. I think we're in about 25 or 30 different countries right now.
We're going in.
And America, doing the damn thing. We're in
America,
about 35 states.
America and then France.
Yes, and then France.
France! What really are going over there?
You understand what we're saying over there?
Bonjour. Bonjour? Is it bonjour?
Bonjour. Oui, oui.
Bonjour. My French people. But big up the Germans then.
Yeah, big up
Seeing
all of our supporters. All
wanna
of
link
our...
me on our way more time and bless me up and tell me so now listen. Man like Marek, you don't know, big up yourself. You don't know people like Selecta Beer. Marco, big up yourself. You see me I say you don't know Harry, big up yourself.
Hi
you see
guys.
me I say really appreciate the support. Tina Tigressa, big up yourself. Also in Germany. We have a lot of people over there in Germany where I listen to it and that it's actively listening and you know showing us support. And more blessing up tonight. You know what I mean? Big up on us.
Yes, big up on yourself. Big up the Jamaica Eat. Yeah, because you're going to go out and buy Turn up
Yeah.
to a different level. Summer 21 is a different eat.
Yeah.
But thank you guys so much for joining us on another episode of Music and Marriage. My name is Nikita and I'm your gracious host. And this is my co-host.
I'm like Red Square, you know the thing go. Big up the eye themself. We love you no bad. Keep supporting the thing. Keep supporting the merch.
Yes.
Click like, subscribe,
Yes.
comment on each and every episode. Make sure you hit the notification bell on YouTube. So every time we drop our episode on Wednesday, you know that it's out. You know what I mean? Make sure you like, subscribe,
Ding, 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 ding.
turn on this bell, and tune into the Music and Marriage podcast. You know what I mean? Salute.
Touchdown. 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 Touchdown.